Hi, I'm Trixie Simon from sewsofty.com, where you'll find lots of free Softy tutorials. And today I'm going to show you how I cut out circles from felt. Now circles are really great if you want to make eyes for your softies, even nostrils. I've got Gwenny here, who's got larger circle for eye, smaller one for her pupil, and little Marty here, who's got very small eyes, and I've made his pupils from a French knot. If you'd like to know how to make a French knot, I've got a tutorial for that too. Okay, let's begin. Okay, now the first, I'm going to show you 3 methods today on how to make a circle. I've used some of those circle making gadgets before, but none of them have really worked, for me at least, on felt. So I'm going to show 3 methods which I think are really easy and make really good circles. Now the first method is one that you're just going to need like glass plates, cups, or some coins, anything you have got around the house is perfect. I've got this little circle stencil which I like to use, so I'm going to show you how I make my circles with this. Now let's begin. Now I'm going to use a circle here. Let's do, okay, see here. So you can use a pencil like this. It's a waxy pencil, which works really great on dark colored felts. Or if you don't have a waxy pencil, a normal 2B or soft pencil works great too. So I've drawn my circle here. I've got a pair of scissors. Now you're going to need a nice pair of sharp scissors. Some people like to use very small manicure scissors to cut it out, but that doesn't sort of work for me. I just like to use this normal sort of pair of scissors. And what I do is I like to sort of open them fairly wide so that I can get one sort of long, smooth cut. And as I cut, I sort of turn my felt around as I go. And when I get to the end of my scissors, so then I'll just open them up wide again and keep on turning and cutting, and there we go. So that's my circle. It's not a perfect circle, but it's not too bad. So that's method number 1. So method number 2 is similar. I just get a piece of paper. I'm going to draw my circle on the paper. I've got my lead pencil here, so just going to draw my circle, and I'm going to just snip around the edges. Now normally you would have a separate pair of scissors for cutting out paper and felt, but because I need to cut out, I have a special pair of scissors which I use for paper and felt, and you'll see why in a moment. So just roughly cut around your circle. That's a very rough cut. Okay, now, here we go. So I'm gonna put it on my felt, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually getting some sticky tape, and I'm going to stick that paper circle onto my felt. And this gives it sort of makes it much sturdier and often easier to cut. So I'm going to do the same sort of cutting, opening my scissors fairly wide and just cutting around the circle. I turn the felt as I go around. I'm going to open my scissors wide again and start. I don't actually do a cutting motion, because I think that makes the circle a little bit jagged. I just turn the felt almost in the blades of the scissors. And there we go. And, oh, it's a pretty good circle if I don't say myself. Okay, method number 2. Okay, oh, actually there's 4 methods I'm going to show you. Method number 4 is, I've got this paper, it's called freezer paper. It's got this shiny side and this flat side, and it's just you can buy it at craft stores or actually supermarkets. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Again, I'm just going to draw my circle on the paper, on my freezer paper, just like I did on the normal paper. I'm going to roughly cut around it. And then I'm actually going to iron it onto my felt. Now this one's already been ironed on. So, and I'll just show you, I'll just cut it out. And it's very similar to the sticky tape method. Again, I'm just opening my scissors fairly wide. And this is now why I've got a pair of scissors which I use just for cutting felt and paper, because the paper tends to blunt the scissors. Okay, again, I'm just going on the line, turning the felt as I go around. And when you get to the sort of end of your tip of your scissors, you just open them wide again, and you're going to start turning your felt. Okay, there we go, and you sort of peel the paper off. And there you go. It's quite a nice piece of felt. Now, the fourth method, which is a really interesting one, and it's really good if you need small little circles like these ones I have in here, and they're perfect. They're so good when you want to make little pupils and eyes for your softies. So for that, I use something called a hollow punch. It looks something like this, and it comes in, about 4 or 5 different sizes. And what you do is, I'm not going to do it here, you'll need to do it outside on a hard surface. Just going to show you, get a hard, strong bit of wood. You're going to put your felt on the wood, and then this is that sort of hole side. You're just going to put your hollow punch on the wood, and you're going to have to give it quite a few. I'm not banging now because I'm on my tablet, quite a few, 6 or 7 really nice bangs, and then what you get is these beautiful little perfect circles, which I could never cut out. Now, I'm going to add at the end of the video a quick little demo of how I do these circles outside. I think I've mentioned all the ways. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Hope you've enjoyed the video.